Harvey's just pointing out to me this entire box, which covers what, about half of New England.
Well, it's a chunk of Vermont, New Hampshire, parts of
Connecticut,
Maine, Massachusetts, and Connecticut and New York State, all under a severe thunderstorm watch.
Severe thunderstorm watch.
Yes. Okay, so that's one thing we're following, and the other thing we're following, the heavy downpours that have been on the Cape over the last couple of hours.
Yeah.
I'm showing you here the last 6 hours of radar, and look at all the downpours that have crossed Cape Cod, and it's still happening now. It's probably about the last hour or so. This should be the last chunk, still moving from Falmouth to Hyannis, and will cross the Outer Cape again. And they've already had several downpours also pouring down on the Vineyard right now. So with 1 to 2 inches of rain that's already fallen there's been localized flooding, and it's still a tough situation. Now, we're also watching the severe thunderstorm watch that we just pointed out. It's essentially from Worcester north and west. Now, the biggest threat with these storms would be strong gusty winds, possibly damaging in spots, as well as hail. We've already had some reports in eastern New York State of hail with the storms that are moving through there. Now you see a lot of lightning, almost a complete line from Vermont right down to just about Albany, New York. A lot of lightning spiking up with this cell. And this one right here, which is also showing a lot of red in the reflectivity, meaning the rainfall, very heavy. That one, as it moves to the east, that is what has now spawned severe thunderstorm warnings across eastern New York State, just about to the Vermont and northwest Massachusetts border. Okay, so that's that cell right in here. That is a severe storm capable of damaging winds and significant hail. Now, as we go through this evening, looking at some of the higher resolution computer models that we have, notice that line showing it very well from Vermont into the Berkshires, and it travels eastward, and that could be a very potent cell all the way to at least the Worcester Hills, and even in a slightly weakened form may make its way even into eastern Massachusetts later on this evening. There's the clock up there. So that's what we'll be following very carefully through the evening hours. All of the showers and thunderstorms should be over before we get to tomorrow morning's commute. Tomorrow, a better day overall. Could be just a slight chance of a pop-up shower or thunderstorm, kind of isolated in the afternoon hours, but on balance, a much nicer day. And Friday, similar story. Nicer weather, but there could be a pop-up shower or slight chance of a thunderstorm in the afternoon in a couple of spots. There's Boston. There's been some breaks in the clouds. We're 66 at Logan Airport, but it has gotten into the 70s just back from the coastline. See right here, 72 in Arlington, 70 in Newton, 71 in Needham, also upper 60s and low 70s Metro West and Worcester County, but not as warm on the Cape where you've been dealing with all those downpours. These are the temperatures by tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow into the 70s. I think there's room for temperatures to even be a few degrees warmer than what you're seeing here. All right, so it's impact weather for this evening. Keep an eye on that. There's your warmer weather Thursday and Friday with nothing more than a spot shower. Saturday looks like a pretty nice day as well. But by the time we get to Sunday night and early next week, we could be right back into a cool and wet weather pattern again. That's highly suggestive on what I've been looking at. So we'll follow the current weather and report back to you, of course, at 5. Ed?
Nice.